Alright, what's going on, guys? Will Blendon. I want to talk about why I love the holding company structure so much. Why do I constantly talk about a holding company or building a holding company or starting a ironclad holding company? And I'm going to tell you, many years ago now, I was actually in a brick and mortar business. I had a small cell phone communication store, whatever you want to call it, for 3 solid years, you guys. 3 solid years without any good personal credit because I was never taught about it. Nobody told me, to invest in getting your personal credit right, building business credit. Nobody told me. So I sat there and struggled and did things that I probably can't even talk about on a channel just to stay afloat in that brick and mortar business. And all it would have took is one person to tell me, you need to set your stuff up like this to avoid problems later. And nobody told me that. So years and years go by. I did establish some online presence with channels like Chennai Business that will probably be owned by a future media company because of some of the negative things I did building along a journey, just building Chennai Business. So it's always a learning process going through this and learning how to properly set up companies and businesses. But what I know from the holding company structure that really gravitated to me and said, you need to be doing this, is the fact that if you get any personal financial problems, they cannot come after your assets if they are under your holding company. And that appealed to me. Not that I plan on making those same mistakes, because I don't plan on it, but you always have to have a backup plan just in case. A proper holding company will even shield you from divorce and assets being taken away from you. And if you come into the marriage and you already have a holding company and you already have assets owned by your holding company, they won't even come up in the marriage as far as she's taking half of this or he's taking half of this, if you do all this before marriage. Now, there are some steps you could take even after marriage, but they can be considered immoral or illegal because you try to set up things after the marriage. So it just makes sense to do everything legitimate, legal, set up your structures, and put your assets under a holding company to shield them from gold diggers, marriage disputes, people who just want to sue you just because they don't like you and they know you got money. I am building this ironclad holding company with the intent of being rich one day. And if that says anything about my personality, it should tell you that if nothing else, I'm driven. If nothing else you learn from me or watching this channel, you should learn that I'm driven. And I believe with the proper structure and putting your money in the right places, you can not only shield yourself from lawsuits, but build financial freedom in the process. Now, it is a combination of things. It's not just the holding company. It's having good personal credit, having corporate credit to deploy before you even use your personal, if possible. And the fact that you could build operating companies under your holding company and also have a referral to your operating companies, because some banks will want a referral letter or something from another organization saying that you should get credit. you have your holding company. You can get a letter written up by you for your operating company saying that your operating company should be approved for this amount of reasons, whatever. So your holding company can help even your future operating companies under it gain corporate credit. Now, when I learned this knowledge, it was a game changer. And I can't even remember one specific person I learned this from, because it's a lot of entrepreneurs on YouTube that know this as common knowledge, you know, and I'm just learning it, you know, in my late 40s, trying to figure this stuff out. But I'm learning it, and now I'm sharing it with you in the hopes to save you time and aggravation in doing this stuff. I don't want you guys to go through the same struggle I'm going through building this stuff, not having somebody to go to. And a lot of people, like, you comment on the videos and you'll even give me specifics. You'll be like, yeah, I'm interested in more about the holding company, but you don't get on my email list so I can email you later with more information about holding companies. So I'm gonna tell you in this video again, check the links below the video. There's a drop down box under every video. Get on the email list if you want to get more information about structuring a good holding company. Email me if you got specific questions. Putting it in the YouTube comments is not gonna really, I'm not gonna sit there and explain details in the comments under the video, because that gives out too much information to other viewers that I want to also come to me later and do the same as you're doing, which is get on the email list, email me for more information. If you want to partner, if you got a specific question, that's the best way to work with me. Go to the email me, get on my email list so I can grow my network of people that I'm going to put this information out to. You know, I've had 2 loyal viewers join my email list. You know, a lot of you guys got questions and you want to know more, but you don't want to take the time it takes to get on an email list. And I'm not even going to bombard you with emails. You may not get an email from me for months because I'm still working on my holding company course. So I'm not going to bombard you with a bunch of emails or aggravate you or anything like that. If you get an email from me, it'll be probably about a free offer, or it's going to be about my holding company course. And I'm not exactly sure what initial price I'm going to put on it, but put it this way: when I put it out, it's going to be at its lowest rock bottom price, and it's going to grow from there. So the first people in are going to get the lowest price. And I'm prepared for chargebacks. I know you're going to get, you know, a few bums that like to play games and they'll buy the course, decide that it's not right for them, and they even go through all the information. I'm going to pack this course full of information about online banks, so you don't necessarily got to go to a local bank, you know, like Oxygen Bank. I'm going to put information on there about getting started with credit unions. I'm going to have tons of information in this course. So I really have to do it right, because this is my reputation on the line. This is who I am. This is going to be like equivalent to an author writing his best-selling book. You know, somebody suggested that I even put the holding company course in also book format and sell that as well. And I thought that was an amazing idea. I could do a self-published book on how to build an ironclad holding company. You know, so while I'm selling my book, I can have the course for sale. The course is obviously going to sell for more because it's going to be me, you know, probably with a board behind me with details and websites to go to. And I really do want to get it out because I believe it could be very profitable. And this is that one product that when you're doing this stuff, you want to have your own product or service to sell. Network marketing companies are great to get exposure, to get people as a group to, for example, ZTEGRITY I use to get you guys to even come to my channel to learn more about holding companies. So I'm hoping you guys are interested in getting the ZTEGRITY card. I'll show you mine right now. There's my Chennai Business ZTEGRITY card, and there's my ZTEGRITY card with my name. I will have links below for those. A lot more stuff coming down the pipeline with ZTEGRITY. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos about them. But the whole point of me attracting people to my channel is just so I can really be able to market you guys a product and service that can actually help you guys in the future without navigating all these different channels on all over YouTube to get the right information. I'm not gonna say I'm perfect, you know, I'm far from perfect with this stuff, but you can see I have a passion for it. I have a passion for this. Some people have passion in sports, you know. Other than boxing, I never really been that passionate about a sports team. You know what I'm saying? Like that real passion that Yankee fans have, you know, and they're really upset because they can't see baseball right now. You know, that real driven passion I have for business like that, and structuring holding companies and partnering with the right people. I'm excited to do this stuff. I love talking about it. I can be intoxicated at a party and talk about holding companies and structuring business and doing all this stuff for hours. I could talk about it for hours because I'm that passionate about it. And I want you guys to feel that same passion when you're putting this stuff together. So I'm going to try my best to build a really good course. I'm going to try to incorporate other people if I can. You know, I'm going to really try to do that. Hopefully we can bring in a real licensed CPA or accountant to confirm what I'm going over. That would really make you guys feel comfortable about buying my course, I think. So we might have to try to do that. But I really want to give you guys a good holding company course to change your life, you know. But the first step is finding and setting up a side hustle. You got to get out there. You got to figure out that one thing that you somewhat enjoy doing. I somewhat enjoy driving, so it just makes sense that eventually I set up a operating company under my holding company for transportation. It just makes sense. It makes sense that I want to do a media company because I kind of already have Chennai Business. You know, it makes sense to want to put a real media company that blasts all the stuff that I'm trying to do everywhere. You know, I might actually name it after myself, you know, because I'm that passionate, you know. It may even make sense for me to go back into communications because I enjoyed doing it when I was doing it. And with the recent merger of T-Mobile buying out the Sprint stores, that could be something worth looking into. You know, I may get involved with communications again because that was exciting for me. Just find something you're passionate about. And if you really want to partner with me and you're in Connecticut, bring something to the table, whether that be money, credit, or you be the middleman and go get that person that has the money and credit and if you don't have the money and credit, you need to work on repairing your personal credit and at least trying to find a side hustle so you can earn the money yourself, you know, and then either try to set up your own corporation or come partner with me and we can sit down, and every deal is going to be different depending on what you're bringing to the table, what I'm bringing to the table, but I'm sure we can figure that out. I'm only working with people because of COVID in Connecticut as of now. Hopefully in the future that'll change. I may cross over the border a little as far as Mass and New York, but as far as New York City, that's definitely a no-go. I will not go even into Jersey at this time. But if you're willing to cross over into Connecticut and you want to sit down, have a couple drinks, you got some idea of what you want to put together, we can talk about it. You know, just email me, let's make an appointment, let's sit down, and let's make something happen. If not, just keep watching. You might find that one little gem on this channel that puts you on a whole nother level to begin your journey on being an entrepreneur. I appreciate your time, and I appreciate the support. Subscribe, like, and comment. Please check the links below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.